Hello and welcome to the Voice of TOD, where today we're going to take a look at some brand new, I suppose DLC, isn't it, for Solasta, Crown of the Magister. It's a charming little D&D game, but they've announced something new, so I'm going to talk about it. Solasta Palace of Ice DLC announced for May 2023. Not even that far away. This came out yesterday, I don't know what time. At some point, I turned the PC off after the football last night, so about 7:30. I completely missed this. This is TC Freer who put this up in our little co-op group chat. One of the guys that we play Solasta with. He's highlighted this, so I'm going to shout him out. Really good dude. But let's get into the details. Let's see what they're doing. Around New Year, we said that we're working on something big, and you've been patient, very patient. Now, it's finally time for us to reveal the new upcoming DLC, Palace of Ice. By far the biggest update we've worked on so far. Palace of Ice, not only a new adventure, it's a continuation and the conclusion of the Crown of the Magister campaign. Okay, two things in there before we get into the teaser. Their DLCs, so they've done the main campaign, Crown of the Magister. The other campaign DLC that they did was Lost Valley, which is almost as big as, if not bigger than, Crown of the Magister. So by them saying it's the biggest update they've done, this could be pretty tasty. And the continuation is great. I've wanted this story to continue to see where it goes next. And the conclusion, is this teasing a Solasta 2 in the future? I hope so, because I've really enjoyed what these guys have done. They're a really charming little studio. Let's have a look at the video. Full screen me, baby.
From ice, you were born.
Or don't.
With steel, you ruled. On stone, you have fallen. In ice, you will rest. The Snow Alliance must not fall. But your death will not be in vain.
Cool. Really cool. I mean, the snow stuff is new. The snow stuff is new. The Snow Alliance is new. I've not heard that mentioned. You got all. Are you a warlock? I don't know if you're a warlock, but we've got Dragonborn. That's a tiefling. Is that a halfling? Maybe a halfling. Oh no, elf or half elf. I mean, this is all we've seen all this before. Who is this guy? He's the guy on the picture that we'll see down below, I guess. Maybe an antagonist. Maybe he's part of the Snow Alliance. We'll find out. Carry on with the article. As Caer Kiflin rejoice over the Sorax defeat in the Badlands, the Snow Alliance cries for help. With the kingdom of Galavan suddenly declaring war on their neighbours, there is little doubt that the insidious creatures have agents everywhere, and that they always had contingency plans well prepared. That was teased in the sort of ending cinematic of Crown of the Magister, so that's cool. The Palace of Ice DLC is a high-level 10 to 16, that's new, campaign that will take your party into the frozen lands of the Snow Alliance. The allies of Caer Kiflin need your help, now more than ever, for Sorax are not the only foes that have been seen sighted lately. Other ancestral creatures have joined the battle, and there is little hope of victory without experienced adventurers to face them. That's that guy. This guy here. That's clearly him. Big old tiefling dude. He looks mean. I'm not gonna lie. He's got a little bit of a Hellboy look about his face, but he looks mean. Big old Warhammer as well. Again, another thing that I really wanted. So far, your campaigns are level 1 up to level 12, and you cap out at 12 and that's it. So pushing it to 16, that's big, because there's some really big stuff that they can add to some already brilliant classes. going from 12 to 16. So that's really cool. What do we actually get in this DLC? This adventure features 2 new ancestries, the gnome and the tiefling will become available in the character creator. That's cool, so it must have been a gnome that we saw, not a halfling. So that gives us most of the traditional D&D classes. There's no Khajiit, the cat people, whatever they're called in D&D. There's no like Angelborn or anything like that, but the traditional stuff, you've got your halflings, your half-elves, your elves, orcs or half-orcs, humans, dragonborn, now gnomes and tieflings. That's a lot of choice. That's cool. Continuation of the Crown of the Magister campaign unveiled the Sorok's master plan. Put an end to this threat once and for all. Returning faces. Import your save file from a previous campaign to continue playing your previous party at high levels. Yes, that's cool. And meet characters from both Crown of the Magister and the Ruins of Telema demo. I never played that. Note that you can also create new characters if you desire, as they will start at level 10 in Palace of Ice. That's cool. So if we import our save, do our characters start at level 12? Or do they start at level 10? High level encounters, ready yourself, for you are not facing just goblins anymore. Get even stronger up until level 16 to defeat the mightiest foes, and co-op up to 4 players. Just like the 2 other official adventures, Palace of Ice is ready to be tackled solo or with friends, hopefully without the issues since multiplayer was introduced, but they have done a lot of work to sort of make the game much more stable in co-op. So this is good, and it should be co-op. If the rest of the game is co-op, this should be co-op. It's how it's best enjoyed, I think. New Dungeon Maker content, so I've not messed around with this, but they do have, it's like a Forge. If you think Halo Forge, it's like that, but you can create your own quests, campaigns, and dungeons and encounters in the game as well with all their assets. It's really cool. 4 new environments, Mountain Caves indoors, Dwarven City indoors, Dwarven Settlement outdoor, and Snowy Hills outdoor. That gives us an idea of where we're going to be going in the quest as well. New monsters from Palace of Ice will be available to use in the Dungeon Maker. That's cool. Free update for everyone, regardless if you buy this or not. New world map system, place your locations on one of the 3 existing world maps, so Crown of the Magister, Lost Valley or Palace of Ice. Link them together and add some spice with random encounters during travel. That's really cool. You can basically build an entire campaign then. And the other free update in this, new NPC follower system. Create follower NPCs who can join the party as controllable and give them a hand in combat. That's quite cool. That's nice. It's not something that I would play around with, the build the dungeon thing, but if there are people who've made dungeons out there that want them testing, I'd certainly love to have a try. And as a group, we have mentioned in the past that we might be worth looking into if people have done them, if we can play them and stuff. So that's cool. If you like the Dungeon Maker, that's some really neat little additions for you. And then free content available for everyone. So regardless of if you buy this, you still get this. Humans, elves, dwarves, halflings, and half-elves will receive 6 new faces to choose from for free. 3 male, 3 female. I think that takes the facial count up to about 15 off the top of my head, which is cool. There's a bit of difference. It just adds to that customization of your character, which is nice. It's a nice little thing. And 12 to 16 will unlock in the Dungeon Maker, so you will just be able to create higher level encounters in it reads like Palace of Ice, because it says the Crown of Magister and Lost Valley campaigns will still be locked at 12 due to balance reasons, because after level 12, well, I mean, at level 12 in these 2 campaigns, you're already pretty tanky. So that's cool. Let's have a little look at these pictures. Oh, you go full screen now, do you? We're just going to do the same thing again. We're not going to open them bigger. It's just it's a dwarven ice biome, isn't it? It looks cool. Very Solasta. Like, very fantasy, but very Solasta. With the weird little walkways and things going off everywhere. Little dwarven... I'm guessing that's going into a dwarven temple or mine or something. Maybe it's an indoor arena that's caved in or something. It's cool. I like it. This is cool. The raptor cat. It's like a saber tooth raptor. I want one as a pet. That thing looks cool. I want to friend it. I want it to follow me around. I want that to be my camp follower. That would be so cool if they had pets. This is the only game that I want pets in, because I want that, because that's cool. I'm going to call it Raptor Cat. I don't know what it is. It's probably a D&D thing. I don't know if it'll be an original creation for Solasta or something that they've borrowed from D&D lore. They do like to mix up and add their own things. Each class has 4 individual subclasses. This doesn't say that it's going to add more subclasses. It doesn't need to, because each subclass is very, very strong for certain ways that you want to play. If you watched any of my Solasta stuff, you will have seen how utterly brutal monks can be at higher level. Monks, well, just about all of them. Monks, warlocks and bards were very, very good at higher level, and taking them up to 16 is going to be a lot of fun. What I will say, it won't be on this channel, it'll be over on the games channel, but I will be playing this when it comes out. It doesn't give us an actual date, does it? It just says May. But in May, when this comes out, I will be hopefully picking it up, and we'll be doing certainly a single player campaign with some of the new ancestries. If there's any new classes. It doesn't say new classes. And there's already, I think there's 9 classes already, which is a good selection. So I definitely think that we'll be doing this solo, and there's a high chance that we'll be doing it multiplayer with Mark, TC and Aimless. This is good, this is fun. I like this, I like Solasta. It isn't the prettiest of all games, but it plays very well, and if you enjoy the Dungeons and Dragons aesthetic, if you enjoy your Dungeons and Dragons style turn-based activation game, party follower RPG stuff, it ticks all the boxes, and this is going to be, hopefully, if it's as big as they're claiming, a really big, really cool, fancy update, and I'm already looking forward to playing it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you played Solasta? Is this kind of thing up your street? If you want to see what Solasta's like, I'll pin a comment with 3 playlists of the content that I've done on the other channel. Check them out if you want. You don't have to, but if you want to support the channel, go and have a look. If you're interested in Solasta, go and have a look. It gives you an idea. There's breakdowns of character classes and things as well. Loads of good stuff over there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.